Yes. Thank you guys. Hey, we're here at the Love Manual. And of course, I'm Mel, your host. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I want to introduce a beautiful couple that I had the pleasure of meeting several years back. Miss Jennifer and Mr. Jamal Battle. They've been married for 28 years. They have six children. They have four grandchildren and one on the way. And they are an amazing couple. Please help me welcome them to the show, Mr. and Mrs. Battle. Are you guys there?
Yes, we are.
Hi, guys. How you guys doing this evening?
We're great.
That's good.
Palms are sweaty, a little nervous,
That
but
is
it's all right. It's all
okay.
right. It's all right. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So, I mean, I like to hop right into it and, start to ask these questions, but I want to ask this one question first. How are you guys dealing with this pandemic, first of all, you and your family? How are you dealing with the pandemic?
I mean, I guess we're dealing with it okay. My wife is an essential worker, so she's on the medical field, so she goes to work, and I know that she's exposed to a lot. Um, I'm a barber, so now that we're open, cutting hair, but we're dealing with it okay. You know what I mean? I
Right.
just want to hug someone. I mean, it's hard to hug someone these days. That's my slogan: hug
I
someone.
know. I
But
was going to say that is your slogan, hug someone,
yeah,
right?
yeah. But we're handling it fine, and we're gonna get through this. We'll be all right.
Love that. Love that. How about you, Jennifer? You okay with this whole, well,
Oh, yeah, I think we're okay. I've been home more than ever, so it's working out for us.
oh yeah, that's a good thing. Well, how long you guys been married? I know that I gave them a brief introduction about you guys, but how long have you been married and how is that going?
Well, we've been married 28 years, but we've been together for almost 32. So, a long time.
All right.
You know he's
We
a talker,
yeah.
right? So
Yes.
you better
We
start
yeah,
talking.
yeah. We've been together for like she said, 20 we've been married 28 years, together 32 altogether, and it's been a battle, but we're battles.
Your battles and that last name actually fits you. So, like, how did you guys work through the adversity being an interracial couple? Then, when you guys were growing up, and now, how did you guys work through that?
You want to go?
No, good.
Um so I guess I my wife saw me a long time ago or whatever, somewhere. We crossed paths, and I saw her one night and whatever, and we just I don't know, I just there was something about her that I just wanted to talk to her and wanted to. Jennifer has a special soul that I don't think anybody understands what she has, and due to adversity with we have all kinds of different kids in our family. We raise six kids. They're all different cultures, different backgrounds. I try to get to know each one's culture so that way I can reach out to people and understand that me and my wife never seen color. She loved me. She told her sister one day she was gonna marry me. That was 2 years before I even laid eyes on her.
Mhm.
And then now you look at us after 32 years together. You know what I mean? Like, we never saw color. The adversity, what's going on now in the world, it's crazy. Um, all my kids had different views on it, and as coming from me and my wife, I mean, we've dealt with so much, so much. It's deeper than what anybody knows. But I'm here, and I don't even know what to say because there's so much more to say about what's going on in the world today. What I endured in my life, where I asked my dad one day when I was bringing Jen to the house, if I said I'm bringing a white lady to the house. And he said, I don't care what color she is. She's orange, green, or whatever. and I brought Jen to the house. But it was just the way I was. I grew up in the Pine Bush area, and it was tough growing up in a Pine Bush area. But I got a lot of great friends in Pine Bush that have my back. So, you know what I mean. If you guys are watching, I love you guys. But we
Stop
made it through.
crying.
I can't stop crying. My son Julian said, Dad, you're such a you know what. But I was like, whatever, dude. Like, I express my emotions, and me and Jennifer have been through a lot. I mean,
We were from way different backgrounds. When we got married, uh, half of my family wouldn't come because
because okay. So if you understand what we're talking about,
I do, and
it's
you know what? I
we
appreciate
yeah.
your honesty and your emotional states right now, and actually, this is what we're going through, now. So I can imagine what you went through then. And I was gonna ask you guys, how did your parents and your families feel about this situation?
Um my mom loved Jen. Like, I didn't go home for like 2 weeks when I met Jen. And then where Jen worked in Middletown at the Forum Diner, she my parents came in and like, you okay? I says, Mom, this is the one. I actually told her that. And if I can, I mean, Jen can speak if she wants, if she can.
mm,
But her mother said, when I told her, I said, I would like to marry your daughter. And she says, you know what you guys are gonna endure in your life. And I says, I'm not worried about that. There's something about this woman right here that raised my kids.
Right.
And
So,
it's deeper than what it is. Listen, I got Chinese, I got black, I got Puerto Rican, I got white in my family.
yeah.
And we raised them all under one roof. I
And
mean,
love
it's.
your
I told you I was gonna cry. I already know because I need
and
people need
this
to
is just
hear our story because where we grew up. And now, let me tell you something. My wife told you that half of her family didn't come to our wedding. Do
yeah.
you realize that when they come down from upstate and they come down here, they used to come to the mall. I used to work in the Galleria Mall for 17 years as a
Wow.
barber at CNC. They
Mhm.
used to come down and they could not leave the mall without coming to see me, that I
now,
am their
but it took
family.
a while
It
for
took
that
a
to happen.
while.
Yeah,
And
but
I
you
mean,
know what?
I'm
It's
not
because
perfect.
they found out what type of man you were, and
Right.
Right,
They
right,
wouldn't even
love
come to our wedding because his
is
name was Jamal, and obviously he wasn't white. There's
right.
not too many white Jamals out there.
Well, Malibu's most wanted had a guy's named Jamal.
So
And
they
he was
wouldn't
white.
come, but now I think they like him more than they like me. So
Uh,
because he has that genuine soul, and and they can see real is real. So of course, if somebody is loving their daughter or their family member unconditionally, then they're going to
right,
definitely gravitate toward that.
right,
And I mean, love, it has no color. So when they see that Jamal is giving Jennifer the love and trust and honesty and everything that she deserves, then they're gonna do nothing but accept him. They have no choice.
right.
right.
If he's not hurting you, then why not love him? You know?
I understand. I love what you just said. It's actually true. But I mean, if you knew my background and knew where I came from, what I put this woman through,
I mean, but it's
for
okay.
her to be with me
Yeah.
today,
That's
it
not the
means
question.
more. It's not the question. I understand. But I'm just
Yes,
saying,
that's
I don't I told you I wasn't gonna sugarcoat anything.
right.
But there's people out there that I hope are watching that understand that they knew that this woman had a lot of faith in me and who I was gonna be to this day. And I'm proud to share my life with her.
And
And
that's what
that's it. I mean,
relates
that's just
stronger.
it.
Yeah, that's what makes it stronger, when you know that you go through these things and you stumble and you fall. And the thing is to get back up and pat each other off and say, you know what? This is what we're going to do. And if she
Right.
stuck through that, she loves you. Your chemistry is amazing. And, I do understand, the emotional state and everything because it's not easy. And even if it wasn't an interracial relationship, it really, that is just another factor in the relationship.
We never saw color.
Right.
I mean, we
But
don't see
now
color.
you do. Now
Now
you
you
need to.
do.
Now
You
you,
know what I mean? I
yeah,
mean,
It's a different world.
right.
You need to see color now.
Our kids actually said to us, I had one son in particular that said to us, like, we never taught him, like, shame on, like, we feel like we question each other. Were we bad parents to not let him know that he was black and white? Like, we didn't understand that it was need to be said that we were an interracial relation. You already see that, like, but that's just the way. I mean, I don't see color thanks to my dad.
right. But I
I
do
don't see color.
understand
I
what
don't
you
see color.
say.
I see good
Right.
people and that's it. And my wife her heart is so big. Nobody even understands the love this woman has.
Yeah.
The
Well,
love
you
this
like, babe, you're gonna get it later.
well, I don't want nobody else to get her because I want her. But
Absolutely. And it's only, women have a heart of gold. We love our men. We know that you guys are not perfect. We're not perfect either, but, women tend to stick it out. We tend to stick it out because we do see that genuine soul in you and we know that you can be better. And that's what we strive for, to bring the greatness out of men, you know.
right.
So that's what she was doing. And she knew it was in you. She just was waiting for it to pop out, and now
It took
look.
a little while.
I'm a late bloomer. I'm a late bloomer. That's what my dad said. So whatever.
Bloomer. Okay, so let me ask you another question. I know you brought up your children and everything like that. So, and you said that he felt like, hey, you guys didn't tell me that I was interracial. So how am I supposed to be now? Like,
Yeah.
what
So
identify? How does he identify?
we have 6 kids. I don't know, and all kids are different. Our one son is in a soldier,
Go ahead, Jen. You got to get it together. Go ahead.
and the other
You
one
got it.
has a degree in Black Studies. So he has educated us on the need to see color recently, where I think before we never really were. We always fought that we because when we were together initially, I had to defend that I loved my husband because of him and not because of his color.
Okay, so let me switch this on a. It's not really a positive note. Let me just switch this and ask Jamal.
Yeah.
So when you guys were raising your children, did you have to fight for your wife's attention? Like you were like, "Hey, what about me?"
It's
and all of that other stuff. And it's not even a color thing. It's just a child
just
thing. So
yeah.
Um. Can you say that again? I'm
Jamal
sorry.
needs all
I'm
the
sorry.
attention in the
I'm sorry.
world.
I'm sorry.
So
okay.
yeah. So it was difficult because moms normally gravitate toward their kids, and
Mhm.
Jamal definitely needs a lot of attention. He's my 7th child.
We all know about that.
Right. Um.
I'm intended to be my seventh child.
I really didn't understand the question when you first said it.
Okay,
So.
so I asked you when you guys were raising your children, did you have to fight for attention because your wife was paying more attention to the children
Oh. Okay.
than you?
Um. So I think that's what led into a different lifestyle with certain people that I was hanging out with. That you know what I mean. That I was looking for that. I don't know. I mean, she was the best. She was mom. You know what I mean. She went to medical school. She was in medical for 12 years. 12 years. So I was Mr. Mom. I cooked dinner. I had the laundry done, homework was done, dinner on the table when she comes home. So basically, it was like I felt like I was neglected from the attention where we loved each other, and I wanted that emotion, that love. You know what I mean? But she comes home from work. It's like I'm working as a nurse. I'm going on to be a family nurse practitioner. So you got school, you got work. So now, as a husband, I'm sitting here like, well, I'm taking care of the kids all day. So yes, I was the female, and I felt like I was a female. So that maybe that's why I'm so emotional. You know what I mean? But it was something where it worked
Yeah.
because having to provide a babysitter and pay that money. I didn't. I used to work at sneaker stores. I love my sneakers. I used to be in retail, so my money really didn't cover what expenses need to be done. And this woman right here went out and worked as a nurse, worked as whatever she could to provide for her family. Her family meaning me. I'm not ashamed to say that I'm not the breadwinner of this family, but I just hope people see that I bring a lot more to this family.
Absolutely, Jamal.
I'm sorry.
No, I
I'm gonna get so everybody's
no,
gonna bust my chops, man.
no,
I told
no,
you I
because
wasn't gonna leave anything on the table. I was gonna tell you everything, and I want people to know our story because we're
and
living
you
in a
are
town.
amazing. Yes, and
Right.
you are amazing, Jamal. And
Thank
don't
you.
feel no way about, letting your emotions show. That's just a part of life. And then when parents say to young men, hey, you're not supposed to cry, you're not, why not? Why not? You let it out. You have emotions, and that's just the way that it is. And it's a beautiful thing, especially when
Oh
you're
my
expressing it.
God. I'm
Especially
not.
when you're expressing it to your beautiful wife. I'm pretty sure she loves that emotion. Or although sometimes she may be like, "Hey, let's put that in your back pocket tonight." But
Yeah.
it's fine. We love emotional men. I mean, what you want to just be all tough and strong all the time? You can't.
Right.
You can't.
Right.
Especially when love is involved.
Right. Right.
So, what is one of the things that like makes you guys so like your relationship so strong? What is one thing that you guys can tell me? Wow. I mean, I know you can tell me more than one.
I'm gonna let my wife
I
talk.
think we think alike. We don't even realize it. Whatever he's thinking, I'm thinking, and half the time we'll say the same exact thing at the same time,
Uh,
and he can't get over on me, and I don't think I can get over on him. So I think that helps.
So for me, um, we had a talk before we came on, and we were sitting on the couch, and I said to her, I says, "Do you know that the day you walk down the aisle in your dress with your dad, my my friend said to me, 'What are you crying for?' And I says, 'I don't know. I was just so happy.'
Wow.
So
Yeah.
to this day, if I'm gonna see her, it completes the whole day. My wife does 36 hours sometimes where I don't see her. I'm lonely. I play scratch offs.
Oh my
it's
god.
like it's like my crutch or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. When I see her, these are real tears.
I know that
She
already.
she does something to me that is amazing, and she has a special soul that it keeps me going. And I see the way that she has the love for her kids and our grandkids. I just can't emphasize it so much. She's special.
I love that. I'm glad that you brought up your kids and your grandkids. So, how many girls do you have? How many boys do you have?
So we have three boys
Three
and
girls.
three girls, and
Wow.
I don't want to leave anybody out. This is about relationships. Relationships has to do with family as well.
Yeah.
So I have two kids from an ex girlfriend.
Hmm.
Her name is Janelle Garcia. Um, and I have three, Jordan, Lauren, and Megan, from my wife. And then we also have Justin,
Hmm.
who is my wife's sister's son, who we took on and adopted. Um, and they say it takes a village to raise kids, right?
Yes, they say that, and that's the truth.
It does, because every single mom that I mentioned, Amanda Ebert is the other mom, her sister. It takes a village to raise kids.
Yes.
And we did this all together. So I don't want to leave anybody left out. The Garcias are our family. The Eberts are our family. And the battles. I'm sorry. I'm just like,
That is
oh,
okay, Jamal. You let it out, man. You
I
let it
told
out,
you I wasn't leaving anything on the table.
and I love it.
My nieces, anybody that ever has been in my house, you're my
They know he
family.
cries.
They know I cry, and they can't wait for me to cry.
Absolutely.
But my
Yes.
one son, who is Julian, who is my soldier, I love that kid.
He's tough.
He's tough, but he cries too. I know he does because he has a beautiful family. He has 3 of my grandkids. So,
Sure.
but go
So,
ahead. I'm sorry. I could talk
no,
forever.
crying is therapeutic, and sometimes you need to do it, whether it be in the shower, whether it be on Facebook, wherever you
I
need to
sing in the
cry.
shower. I don't cry in the shower.
Oh, okay. Well, some
Right,
cry in
right,
the shower.
My
right.
God.
But I love that you guys are so honest. So how about when when you guys have disputes, because everybody do have disputes in a relationship? Do you think that is important for you guys to have checkpoints so that way you can say, hey Jamal, how you feeling? How you doing? Or, hey Jennifer, how are you doing? How do you think our relationship is doing right now? And that's a checkpoint I think is really important for people to have checkpoints. What do you guys think about that?
Do you want to go first?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So, me and my wife actually had an argument last night, and it carried on into today, like a disagreement or whatever. But it was it was kind of where I was like, wow, are we really gonna we're going on the show tonight and we're fighting? It's like, so do we lie and say we didn't fight, or do we fake it? So a lot of times for me, I don't like to fight. I really don't, because I think and I've gotten better at that, because I think it just wastes too much time that we have to share what we have together. We love our.
He learned how to say yes, dear, very
I
well.
do. I do know how to say yes, dear. Yes, dear. Sometimes you can take it any way you want. But at the end of the day, I told a couple of my close friends today when I was at work, and I was telling them, I says, you know what? I says, I really love this girl. Like, I said some things I shouldn't have said. Like when I always say, I told you I'm not leaving out on you. I says, let's get a divorce. Why say that? I think I say it because I want her to cry. Like, I want her to show that she doesn't want that. You know what I mean? Like,
We're supposed to be helping
I don't know.
couples right now.
What
With the
no,
battle.
we are helping couples. We
No,
are helping couples because you need to
really
be real
honest.
with yourself. You need to be real with yourself. Like, come on. Everybody's human. We say things to hurt your significant other, so that way maybe you'll get that warm response back. Like, no, babe, please don't leave. But then when you get, all right, go ahead, see how you're gonna do.
You like, wait a minute. I think
You know what I mean? Like,
It backfires
it
sometimes.
yes,
backfires
absolutely.
sometimes, but we say things to hurt the other party. But the checkpoint is, for me, is where I say to her, babe, why are we fighting? There's no reason for us to be fighting. Like, I love you, you love me. Why are we fighting? Let's just forget about it. I would say something else. Make up. You know what
Oh, absolutely.
is the
The
best
need for a
time
mature
guys
audience.
fight with you. Sometimes women fight with you just so they can get that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Like,
God.
But it's
My
fine.
mother's watching.
oh,
Hey,
honey, my
oh,
mother was. I'm
oh,
sorry, mom.
God.
That's why you got 6 grandkids. So,
That's
I mean, six. Yeah,
six,
6 grandkids.
grandkids. So listen, did you ever have a time when you guys were like, you know what? I know you just said, hey, let's get a divorce. You just said that last night. But previously, did you guys ever feel like you wanted to give up only because of everything that you guys were going through as an interracial couple?
No,
Mhm.
no.
How about you,
Uh,
Jen? I don't know. You're looking like
go ahead.
okay
Go ahead and answer.
Not because we're interracial couple. No.
because of other things.
I
Yeah, because of
mean,
other things.
do our. I mean, you said recently.
No, I know.
It's
Oh,
just
do our
forever.
lifetime?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And I got dealt with my dad coming to my front doorstep where we lived, and my brother, and coming to me and says, you know what? If this woman divorces you, I'm testifying against you.
Wow.
So, with that being said,
You got your stuff together.
Well, that was a good one.
my dad, it was an inspiration for my dad to just get my stuff together. And hey, I'm 32 years in with this woman,
Absolutely. Why
and
do
I'm
someone
smiling.
set
So
up?
yeah, so thanks to my dad, it was embarrassing to me. Um, it's not embarrassing to me anymore. Some people got to go through things in their life. Everybody has their own road to travel. I always tell people I wear a size 9.5 or a 10. Nobody can fit the shoes the way that I fit my own shoes. So I walk in these shoes. My dad always says, "You make the bed, you lie in." So I make the bed, I lie.
Absolutely. And I know Jennifer, Jamal has so much passion and so much compassion and so many tears and everything like that. I know it took a long time, like you said, for him to get to that point, but aren't you happy that he finally see the light and you
Oh,
finally have the man that you knew was inside of him all that time?
oh, so now you're gonna make me cry?
Absolutely. Come on, get the picture. Hmm.
Yes, thank God. I knew it was there. I knew it was there the whole time. That's why I stayed.
That's good.
That's why I stayed.
I really love that. So, what are some of the boundaries that you guys like have in your relationship? Like, hey, we can. This is like a no now, and not even you know anything negative. Just the boundaries. Period. Like, of course, is you're interracial and everything like that. Jamal, you're not letting anybody talk about your wife. Jennifer, you're not letting anybody talk about your husband. But what are some of the other boundaries that you guys will just say absolutely not?
Um, I mean, we kind of feed off each other. You know what I mean? Like if we listen. We've been to restaurants where I'm like, I heard this restaurant is good. Let's go here, and we pull up, and she's like, I'm not feeling this. It's a certain aura. It's a certain aura. And a lot of people say that Jennifer has that aura, or they say that I do. I don't know what it is. I love people. So I don't the boundaries, there's really no boundaries with us because we're gonna do everything together. Like I like Mike, I mean Cornell's watching, a couple of my friends are probably watching. I get always, when we gonna have a guys' night out? Like, I don't want a guy's night out. I want a night out with her. Like we can listen, there could be 20 guys and she could be the only girl. Let's go. Let's hang out because she's fun. She's fun to be with. Like I'm not hanging out with other dudes. Like what are we doing? Listen, there's no boundaries with us. And sometimes my wife does have to put me on a little leash, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you went
Oh
too far now. Get
yeah.
over here. That's
Mhm.
why she divorced me on Facebook. Did you guys
I
know that
didn't
she
divorce
divorced me
him.
on Facebook? It was Jennifer Jamal Battle. She took her name. She took Jennifer Austin. Now it's just Jamal Battle. That's crazy. I feel violated, but that's another story. But
That's because he broke the boundaries.
you see what I
Okay,
mean?
so what did
See
you
what I
do
mean?
in order for her to divorce you on Facebook?
Well, I mean, damn. I
He
mean,
was just being his innocent self and dancing around, and there was a whole bunch of girls all around
oh
dancing
my
with
god.
him. It wasn't anything that he was doing. It just, I can't have my name attached to certain things.
Because
Yeah.
I'm very open.
Yeah, but you know what? That's why she Facebook divorced you.
That's
So
right.
Yeah. All right.
if
We're not
you-
gonna take
when
that
those
as
things
any.
happen, you got to pay attention now and say,
I
okay, now I know why she Facebook divorced me. Let me remarry her. Yeah, you gotta get it right.
I want her to come back on. I promise to
Hey,
be.
Mama, you gotta do things to make her want to come back on. You can't
I
be
need a Facebook attorney. Who's out there?
a Facebook 30. We'll look for one for you. Maybe want to pop
All
up.
right. All right.
Jennifer. I mean, I appreciate you guys so much and your honesty and your emotions and it's genuine, So, what advice would you give couples who feel like they want to give up? And it's not even only an interracial thing. I'm just saying, like going through trials and tribulations throughout your relationship, it's hard. What advice would you give couples that want to quit?
You want to answer that
Uh,
first?
I think you just need to go back to why you fell in love in the first place.
He's like, yes, I'll take it.
Is that it?
Oh, you. So that's see what she said before. We think
Yeah.
alike.
Mhm.
So I think if people are having an issue with your relationship, remember why you fell in love.
Yes.
Remember why I looked at her the way I did. Because I still look at her the same way.
Oh,
I can show you pictures all over my dining room right now with just so much love. It's to go back to why she changed in front of me the
Oh my
first night that I
god.
met
Oh
her.
my
Yes,
god.
she
What is
did. Yes,
that?
she did. It was our first date. I wasn't even a date. That's when I got her. I was like, yeah, I love her. I had to get that out to the world.
I'll do it.
But
It's okay.
honestly, it's listening to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta listen to each other. Sit
Yeah.
down and listen. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm stubborn. I don't listen. You know what I mean? But then if you love somebody, you have to look at the person that says, why did I fall in love with her? Why did I have those kids with her? There was something before that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just think you need to get back to the basics and understand. It doesn't always work. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't always work. You know what I mean? Some people are not meant to be together. You know what I mean? I got two father-in-laws. You know what I mean? I got two mother-in-laws and I love them both equally. It doesn't always work, but if you try to get to where you started, it might help. And if it doesn't, there's somebody for everybody.
I agree 100%.
Right.
And you guys are like, I mean, y'all are amazing and y'all shown that, 32 years you guys can overcome anything. And Jennifer, I applaud you for being the woman that you are, for sticking it out with this young man because you know that we mature faster than men do.
$100%.
100%. And Jamal, I am actually really proud of you for understanding that you had to mature in order to be with a wonderful woman like Jennifer.
I
You
had to
know,
keep her.
it-
She keeps me solid. She
yeah,
keeps me solid.
I
So
love that so much. You guys are like amazing, and I sure would love to have you back on the show. I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate, your truth coming out of your eyes because that's what it is. It's truth.
right.
You guys are amazing, and just continue to love each other and love your family, and hug someone. Damn it, like you were.
Oh yes,
I
yes,
know, Jamal. Yes, I
yes.
know.
Hug someone, damn it. I'm gonna do another concert, and me and you gonna get on the stage together.
Oh, you already know. Okay.
I love you. Thank you so much for allowing us to come on. Thank you so
I love
much.
you guys. You guys are amazing. So you just keep up the good work, raise your family the way that you've been doing, and teach them kids right from wrong and adversity. They can get through it. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So much, guys.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
Guys. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you guys so much. And, if you want to be a guest on the Love Manual, then please go to contact at thelovemanual.com. And we would love to have you guys come on and, give your advice, give your feedback and everything like that. So you go to the website. It's www.thelovemanual.com, and we'll also get your advice and your opinions and everything like that. And please don't forget to log on to Facebook, which is twitter.com/ the love manual page. Okay. And if you also want to follow us on Twitter, then you could go to twitter.com/ the love underscore, I'm sorry, the underscore love underscore manual. Okay. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much. And until next time, I'll be back. Okay. I'm Mel, your host. Bye bye.